Are you ready to transform your leadership style and build a legacy that lasts? Well, today I'm going to cover with you the 5 essential skills that you need to master as a leader so you can build that lasting legacy. The 5 skills that I feel like are essential for you to build that lasting legacy are faith, family, finances, fitness, and fun. I've been working with leaders for decades now. Leaders from the nonprofit realm, leaders from the for-profit realm, whether you're a corporate world or you're an entrepreneur. And I have found through my research and working with them and my own personal experience that if you make these 5 skills essential to your leadership, that you'll be able to build that lasting legacy and make an impact in the lives of those that are around you, and be able to build a life and work that you feel like is part of your purpose and leads you towards your end goals. And if you make them a priority, they're going to fit right in with whatever you believe your end goal and vision is for your life and work. I'm Miles Threat. Thank you for joining me for Legacy Leaders Lounge. I help ambitious leaders just like you build a lasting legacy no matter where you're at in your leadership or your career journey at this point in time. I'm here to add value to you and help you build that legacy that makes an impact. I know what you may be asking as we get started out. Why these 5 skills? Why faith? Why family? Why fitness or finances? I know what you're wondering. What value do they bring? And you can probably figure out some of them. But if you want to enhance your leadership effectiveness, I personally feel like your faith has to be a center point of that for you as a leader. And your faith will guide you and help you in your decision making. Your faith will help you in building those essential relationships you need to have to be successful. It will help you deal with people. Family is a priority. And in my opinion, this is just my personal opinion, if you're successful in your career or business and you lose your family along the way, you lost in the end. If you can make your family a priority and a part of that journey, then you've won at the end of the day. And personally, I think it's important to win with my family. Now, I know you can probably get finances. It makes sense, right? Hey, we all want money. We all got bills to pay. We got things we want to do. We got big dreams we want to have, right? But we also got to make those financial dreams come true for ourselves. Those financial dreams can give us the freedom that we want to have in our life. But it's more than just finances. It's also building a life around that and gives us time freedom at the same time. So we're looking at that financial part of the equation to give us the freedom we want to have to build the life we want to build. And fitness is all about health. You can't get to the end of this game without having good health. And if you don't take care of yourself, then when you get towards the end, you know what you're going to be doing? You're going to be spending that money on trying to stay alive because you didn't take care of yourself earlier in your career. So you really have a choice. Invest in your health now, in your fitness, and make it a priority, or pay in the end and invest in medical care later on down the road. And the final thing is fun. What does fun have to do about it? And it's incorporating fun in the journey. And what does fun look like? What does fun look like? Having fun with your faith, having fun with your family, having fun in your health and fitness, and as well with your finances. And the reason I put fun in there too is I personally believe that you need to find joy in the journey and you need to build fun into it. And those things that are worth doing well, sometimes the more fun you have at it and more fun you make it for yourself, the more joy you're going to experience along the way. So let's dive into skill number 1. And this one might not surprise you, but skill number 1 is your faith. It's your faith in your higher power. For me, it's my faith in Jesus Christ. It's my faith in my beliefs as a Christian, my relationship with God, and how my life is centered around that. No, it doesn't mean I'm perfect. Okay, I'm far from it. I have my shortcomings just like everybody else, but that becomes the central piece of my life. That is where I find my peace. That's where I find my direction, my vision, my purpose. That's where that comes from for me. Now, maybe you're a believer and you're a Christian and you have that in your life. I've had friends and worked with people who are both Buddhist and Muslim, and their faith was centered around their religious beliefs and their practices. And wherever you stand with your faith right now, that is what guides the center of your life. And when you're thinking about being a leader, your faith becomes a guiding principle in your life as you lead, whether you're leading in the corporate world or you're leading your nonprofit, or maybe you're that entrepreneur out there right now and you're trying to make a decision about your future. I just got off the phone with a very good friend. He has strong faith foundation in his relationship with God and Christ. And he's using that to guide him in his entrepreneurial journey right now. He's looking to God to give him directions about decisions that he's trying to make, even in a difficult marketplace as we're experiencing right now. And if you're experiencing that difficult marketplace that many people are experiencing, the economy is really hard right now and people are struggling, and you're finding that your business is struggling as well, and you're trying to take it to the next level. You're trying to accomplish big goals and dreams for yourself because you know that your vision, you have a specific destination you're getting to, and you feel like based on your faith that that is what God is calling you to do and a direction he is taking you in. If you have that, when you're faced with difficult decisions like, is it time for me to take on a new role somewhere else and make a big transition in my life? Me and my wife just recently made the decision that it's time to move forward with her business dream and launch her food truck business. Yeah, we've been working on that in the back and planning for that, but we also made some major financial moves because of the vision that we have. And that vision is for a long-term future, and it's a vision that we feel like God is guiding us in. And it's part of our core beliefs and our core values. Just like with my friend that I got off the phone with, it's part of his core beliefs and his core values. And he's making decisions based on that. And we're making decisions based on that. And at the same time, our faith that we practice and we live out can become an inspiration to others and can impact their life. People will watch that. People will see that. I've had people come to me who I worked with in the past and how my faith made a positive impact in their life. They saw the positive impact it made, and they also noticed that I was going through some hard times at one point, and my faith wasn't being a central part of my life at that point in time. And they called me out on it because they saw the impact it made on them and wanted to encourage me to get back to that spot. I don't know where you're at today in your journey, in your leadership. I don't know what's going on in your life, but I would encourage you to look at your faith, core beliefs, and core practices. How are you living them out right now? You know, for me, it's am I feeding myself spiritually, whether it's through reading God's word, whether it's through listening to spiritual messages from other leaders that help me grow and help impact my life. And am I being consistent with that? Am I having a relationship with God? Am I talking with him in prayer? Am I journaling, reflecting with him? Am I interacting with other people of like-minded faith that I have to give me feedback on things that they see in my life? If I could encourage you to do one thing, I would encourage you to do that. You want to build that lasting legacy? Then make sure you're living out your core beliefs and practice them on a daily basis. We just covered the first skill, faith, and you're not going to really believe this next skill, but it's family. And it's prioritizing your family, building family time, and making it a priority in your life. It's creating harmony between your work and life. And this is just my thinking and my beliefs. If you accomplish all your work and business goals in your life and you lose your family along the way, then you lost. I don't like to lose. I like to win. And I want to win with my family. When I'm talking about family, if you're married, I'm talking about husband or wife and your kids. And if you're a single person out there and you're listening in, it might be your mom and dad or your brothers and sisters, and that's great. I have 4 brothers. My mother's still alive, and I want to prioritize and give them some time that I can give them. But at the end of the day, it's my wife and kids that get my priorities. Those are the connections that are the most meaningful and the ones that I'm going to prioritize for myself. I go back and look over my life and leadership, and I've got a daughter who's 30 years old now. I've got a grandson. While my daughter was going into junior high, we were living overseas in Thailand. I was heavily involved in my nonprofit mission work, leading a team, staying busy with activities and work, and it was basketball season. She wanted to go out for the girls' junior high basketball team. Well, they made an announcement at school that they possibly were not going to have the junior high team because they didn't have a coach. They couldn't find a coach. My daughter came to me and said, "Dad, would you be the coach of the basketball team?" I played a little bit of basketball as a kid. I loved watching it as a sport. But she came to me and asked. And you know what I said? Yes. And I made it a priority in my life. I worked it into my schedule. Nice thing for me is I had the freedom to design my daily work schedule the way I wanted to for my nonprofit work. Were there not events and things that I had to do? Yes. But I could build my day around it. And so I built my day around it, and I made that a priority, and I invested that time. I invested time in my other children as well with their sports and coaching them and doing things of that nature. But this was a bigger commitment. Plus, I had to get the approval of the school at the same time. And I made that a priority. Now, I created it as part of the harmony in my life at that point in time. Did that mean that I had to color outside the lines for some things? Yes, I did. I colored outside the lines for a little while with just coaching the basketball. It took up more time. It took planning. It took developing plays and thinking about how I wanted to run the team. But at the same time, I had to balance it with my leadership responsibilities for my nonprofit. I had scheduled activities and work that I had to do with that on a daily basis. And I had a team to lead. And I had to be available and on call to answer some of their questions and deal with them at the same time. But I built my life around that for that period of time. And I colored outside the lines for it as well. Did I live the whole year that way? No, but it meant that season in my life, and I did that for 3 years, I think. And I enjoyed it. I got joy out of it. Seeing her develop and have fun, and seeing other girls on the team develop and have fun. And it made an impact, positive impact in my relationship with my daughter, and it made an impact in other young ladies' lives. They went on to do nonprofit work themselves, and I ended up supporting them in that. They reached out to me because I made that investment in my daughter. And I've done it in different ways with my other children as well. And then trying to manage and making my marriage at the time a priority. And right now, I'm faced with the same thing. I'm trying to grow a business here. I've got a job I'm still doing. And my wife has got a job she's doing, and she's launching her business at the same time. And we're still trying to make each other a priority. And we do that by building it into our lives. Does it get hard to manage at points and times? Yes, it does. But we also got to be willing to say, hey, this season we might sacrifice this to get to here. And we're doing the sacrificing together, and we're supporting each other along the way. We're finding joy in the journey together. So if you're busy and you got a big dream, you got a lot of things going for you, and you want to make some big things happen for you, then you got to prioritize your family and your relationships and make sure you have time to invest in them. And are there going to be times that becomes a bigger priority than your business or work goals at points, and vice versa? Yes. But when those that know you and are with you and see you balance those priorities and make the sacrifices you need to make, you're going to make the impact you want to make in those you love the most. And you build that lasting legacy because they're seeing it. They're watching you, and they're seeing how you manage it. Now we're moving on to the third skill. And this one doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. It's all about money, all about finances, and about you managing your money. You taking control of your money. You being the owner of your financial situation. Good or bad, I don't know where you stand right now. Where are you at? Presently, we're living in a tough economic market right now. Prices keep going up and incomes are not going up. And I don't know how your business is doing. And if you're running a nonprofit out there, I don't know how your gift giving is going right now. The key is to creating a plan that works for you. You could be a budgeter and a saver, and that's what works for you, and you can create that budget, and you can save that money, and you can work that budget and live by it and be disciplined to follow it, and you get joy out of doing that. That might be who you are. That one takes work for me because I am a spender, and I prefer to look at it as having a spending plan. How can I use this money and use it wisely? Use it to benefit my future, to benefit my family, to benefit my long-term goals. And if you're a leader out there and you're leading in the corporate world, and I do that as well. I'm a leader in the corporate world, and I'm responsible for a budget, and I know I could be more diligent about following that and working by that and living by that than I can with my own finances at times. And whereas I need to be consistent in both. And if you're in that corporate world right now and you want to grow your leadership and you want to climb that corporate ladder, you need to figure out how the money works in your organization. And you got to understand the business side of your organization. How do they like to spend that money? Who do they like to invest in? What are they wanting to grow right now? And how can you manage it? How can you influence it? How can you build your side of that business to help it grow and prove that you're making an impact as well? Part of that future planning for yourself is also knowing how you're going to invest. What is it you're saving up for right now? Are you building some cash on hand for you to do something financially for yourself? Yeah, we can go through having that budget or spending plan and making sure you've got everything covered and taken care of, but make sure you pay your yourself and you build out that savings plan for yourself and you have a goal in mind for that money. And don't think of it. We do this all the time in our American society, and we start making some extra money. And what's the first thing we go do? We go buy some new shiny object. And you might be a spender and I'm a spender, and you know what? I'd like to have a new watch maybe, or get me my first nice, really high dollar watch. I'm not even wearing one right now. Get fitted for a brand new set of golf clubs. Go do the whole 9 yards. Get fitted for them. Pay for the top of the line, best Mizuno or Pings that I could get right now. Newest on the market. That would be the shiny object that I'd be tempted to go do. Now, if that's part of my spending plan and I've saved up for that and I've got other things taken care of, then great. And maybe part of that spending plan is you're saving that money up and you're ready to invest in the next piece of property. Whatever it is, that goal that you have in mind. But when you sit down and create that budget or spending plan for yourself and think through your investments, get very clear about where you want to be in the future and how are you going to get there to build that life and to create that freedom, because the finances are what's going to create that freedom for yourself. And if you have that financial freedom, the next opportunity that comes along, you can probably say yes or no to. And maybe that opportunity is for you to do something for yourself. Maybe that job you're doing right now, they come to you and tell you, hey, we need you to do this for us right now, and you don't want to do it. If you built the financial freedom that you want to have, you could say no. Imagine having that power in your life. That's how legacies are built. Make it a priority for yourself this year to create that budget or spending plan and focus on making it a priority for you to manage your money this year and see what happens. What debts do you need to pay off? How much money you want to save? What do you want to build for your future? Make that your priority and start building that legacy. So we just covered the skill of finances. And this one right here feels illegal to know, but your fitness level and leadership performance go hand in hand. You see, you really have a choice in this whole matter. Your choice is to pay now or pay later. Pay now, make the sacrifice to build fitness into your life, put it on your schedule, make time for it, make sure you're eating healthy along with that, and taking care of yourself, getting the rest you need. So pay now, or you can say, okay, now Miles, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to eat what I want to, drink what I want to, do what I want to. I am not going to the gym. Well, you can pay later. You can pay later laying up in hospital, sick somewhere, ready to die. You choose. You make the choice. And if you look at American society and our obesity rate, it is out of this world. We have the most access for the most healthy type food, supplements, whatever it is you need out there. I mean, you can get free workouts online right now. You don't have to pay a thing. You can go get, I do a cheap gym membership to Planet Fitness. Whatever you think about that, that's up to you. But hey, I do my workout. It works for me. Okay. That's where I'm at right now. But I make it a priority in my life. I believe if I take care of myself, that I'm going to be able to live a longer life. And I want to live as long as possible. I was just listening to Gary Player on Instagram at 85, swinging a golf club and playing golf and walking and playing golf like he's 20 years younger. And it's only because he's made his health a priority. Just this past week, I went on a business trip out to Reno. Here I am, 53 years of age, with colleagues that are almost 20 years younger than me. Not quite, almost. They're 15 to 20 years younger than me and can't keep up. They're saying you're the most active 50-year-old I've ever been around. Well, I like to travel, I like to explore, I like to do things, I like to go to new places. Okay, that's part of me, but I can do it. I'm healthy, I can move around, I take care of myself. I was on that trip and I got up and did my workouts just like I would do at home. Did I have access to the same gym, same equipment? No, I did not, but I made it a priority. I got to work out in. I knew how to adjust. I know how to change my workouts to make sure they work for me wherever I'm at. I've been sick the past week. Have I missed workouts? Yes, I have. Have I gotten back into it this past week? I got to feel a little bit better. The days I felt good and was strong, I went and did the workout. If I was feeling extra sick and not feeling well that day, I didn't do it. But I built it and made it a priority in my life. You have a choice. Take care of yourself today or sit up in a hospital bed 10 years from now. Which is it? You choose. It's quite simple. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's quite easy. Build it into your life. I've never done it before. Never made it a priority. Okay, take 5 minutes. 5 minutes, go to the gym. Do one thing. Get on the treadmill and walk 5 minutes. Leave. Do that for a week. Next week, do it for 10 minutes. Next week, increase your time. Get to the point where you go there and you spend 30 minutes a day doing whatever it is. Just be active. Get the activity in your life. Not eating healthy right now? Remove some of the junk food. Get rid of the processed food. Just get rid of junk. Get rid of the colas. Get rid of the snacks. Get rid of them. Don't eat them. See how much weight you lose. I bet you, if you're a junkie, you're going to lose a bunch of weight if you just get rid of that out of your life right away. And if you need more help, it is available and easy to find. Pick someone on social media that you resonate with and buy their program to improve your health and make it a priority for yourself. Now, we just covered the 4 steps of fitness, and this last one might come as a shock to you, and it might seem weird that I call having fun or fun a skill. And this is a skill I learned that was really important when I started doing my nonprofit work overseas, working in Thailand, and the Thai people taught me this. It's not that I didn't know about having fun, but they taught me that it's important to have fun while you're doing things. Really and truly, they taught me if you can't have fun doing it, it's really not worth doing. Whatever your thoughts on that is, I can let you make that decision. But I like that mindset. And I like the mindset of you need to create fun as you're doing it. And we could go back over, you can have fun with your faith. You can have fun while you're growing it. You can have fun interacting with, you can do things around your faith and have fun. I've done that. Going on men's trips with other men, done retreats, done mission trips, things of that nature, and had fun doing it and grew in my faith. You can have fun with your family, and you ought to create fun times as a family. I don't care what it is. It might be something simple as just having a game night, or maybe you create a tradition that y'all do something together on a regular basis, and it's something that is fun for you guys. And it changes as your family grows and develops. And, I watched as my family, kids got older, it changed us what we did. Nowadays, hey, fun is me and my son going out and playing golf. Okay. Fun is having my daughter and her family over and my grandson over and just spending time together. We might do something simple like play darts. Hey, I've got a putting green outside. We play on that. They love to play card games and board games. We do that, but we create fun in it. My wife now is one of the best examples of that. She is Thai. And the things that we do, we look at how can we have fun while we're doing it. And I watch her and her Thai friends here in the U.S. and how that they just enjoy being together and create fun opportunities. They're always celebrating each other's birthdays, big events, whether it's like New Year's or other parties we've done, 4th of July, things of that together. We've done those together with them as a whole group. And there's always a lot of food and a lot of fun dancing, having fun doing that. But it's building that into your life. You can have fun with your finances. You think about it. Hey, you create that budget, you're consistent with it, you've followed it, then you ought to be able to reward yourself, and you've saved some money aside to have fun with. You can have fun with your fitness. Part of that journey is doing things you enjoy, whether it's I like to kayak or paddleboard. Okay, I love to play golf. Those are 3 things. I love to be out on the water. I love to play golf. I love to swim. I got a pool. That's part of my fun, and that becomes part of what I do with my family as well. I have my kids over. We have family dinners. That is part of building that fun. So what is it for you? You create that opportunity. Build fun into your life. You build that fun. Those people that you're trying to impact, those people you're leading, even at work, you can do that. Man, I've created that at work with my team. We have a monthly recognition lunch that we do, and we have fun doing it. I have a special song and dance that goes along with it, and I wasn't afraid to dance and celebrate and have fun while we're doing it. But it should be, because we've been working hard and we met our goals. Be creative. Be yourself. Be authentic in those moments and create that fun. Maybe it could be hobbies. Maybe it's something that you hadn't done in a long time and you need to get back to doing it. I don't know what it is, but build that into your life and make it part of your leadership journey for yourself, and it'll become part of that legacy. People will remember you for that. So we covered the 5 essential skills every leader needs to master: faith, family, finances, fitness, and fun. I want you to imagine with me the leader you could become by mastering these skills. How do you think they would impact your leadership, impact your life, impact those around you? If you want to build that lasting legacy, this is the path you need to get on. If you think this is the path for you, then give me some feedback in the comments below and let me know which one of these skills are you going to be focusing on right now. And share with me some of your faith goals, maybe goals for your family or your finances, maybe fitness goals. And how is it you're going to have some fun and make that a priority in your life? I'm Miles Threat. Thank you for joining me today for Legacy Leaders Lounge. And do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and thank you for watching this episode today.